Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're back with some more tournament reviewing. We're going over phase 1 still, and we got Beth, aka Twox, with us today, reviewing these sets.
How lewd am I allowed to be?
Let's just focus on the match.
Alrighty. I haven't started yet.
No, I haven't started yet. I was just gonna show them the bracket real quick. Today we're going over losers round 2, Dan Wolf versus N64 Gary. This set, the only thing I'll say right off the bat is it's pretty unfortunate he brought this mon here, because you'll see that it puts in a lot of work against me.
You brought one too.
Yeah, but it doesn't really help me much. So yeah, let's get into this. You got the recording pulled up?
Yeah, I have the replays up.
Alright, 3. And we'll be going on slow speed. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, play. Alright, so I send in my Thunderous thinking that he would lead his Ferrothorn or Lando T. And as he doesn't, he makes the more obvious play, which was Diancie just coming in. He didn't end up having rocks on this thing, so that was kind of fortunate for me. HV Fire here puts in a lot of work. I didn't think he'd have that either. I didn't have Gyro
Knock
Ball.
off.
I didn't have Gyro Ball, so I expected him to go and switch there, but he didn't. So that's the major reason my Ferrothorn didn't do anything in this game or in this set. So I just come back in here expecting him just to take me out here. Wanted him to expose the Earth Power here right off the bat, so I'd know for my Cliff Key. He doesn't do that, and I do try again later on to see if he has it, just to be safe. So I get my Swampert in here for free pretty much, and I get to Earthquake here. No. But I go Thunder instead. I don't remember completely, but go ahead and get a superpower off. Now the reason that this didn't do roughly 60% was last second I decided to put Flying Rim Z with Fly on this thing over Expert Belt. If I had Expert Belt, it would have put in so much more work this set, and instead this Ferrothorn ends up living much longer than it should. And right here, I think I get up my spikes,
yeah,
bounces back, and I think right here I Magnet Rise. If not, I do it at a later time. Yeah, right here I try to check him.
Doesn't seem that he has Earth Power.
And of course I have the eject button, so I could get out of there anyway. So I have my Swampert come back in. Right as the rain turns off, but I have Rain Dance on the Swampert, so it doesn't really matter. If he wanted to stay in here, I knew I ate. So I just sat here and took it. Because as I figured he'd go Ferrothorn after this. So as he ends up going Greninja instead, I go Pelipper, so I get my Rain back up. After I lost my Pelipper, I'm pretty sure I go Kingdra here. I don't think the crit mattered that much. I think he was Specs Gren, I don't remember exactly. So I get my Thundo out here. I'm pretty sure a Hydro Pump would have killed me, but I think he was just too scared to go for it. So I was playing pretty risky this whole match, and I get the Sky Strike crit here, and this mattered a lot during this game. But as you'll see later on, he gets me back, and this set was pretty balanced on hacks for the most part, which I was pretty happy about. But those two big points that kind of did a lot to each other. And I Draco here when I probably should have Hydroed. It was the better play, but it was just, I just didn't want that Mimic. No, I don't know what I was thinking there. Mimikyu could have came in there for free. Anyways, so I think I didn't go Clef. That's interesting. So I opt to kill him here. I probably should have gone Clef just to waste the turns. I don't know. Probably was better for me to go Swampert here. That way I could go and Clef here and get the rain back up.
Or not.
Or not. That's right. I'm thinking Smash too much recently, so I forgot that Prankster doesn't work on dark types. So that was what I was thinking most of the time during these sets. Is I can't even touch him right here. And even though he could have figured that out right here, he didn't because he uses priority. And later on, it ends up hurting him that he didn't know this. So game 2 we're about to start on. Slow speed. Play with music off. Here we go. He leads his Landers. I lead my Pelipper. This time I was just playing a little more predictable, and it ends up working for me. There's the Rock Slide miss by him, and I get a free kill on that Landers. That Landers does nothing this whole set. So he goes Ferrothorn there. I don't know what he was trying to do there. I wasn't that scared. I wanted to get the Hurricane off any other way. A little bit damage, a little chip damage on it. Once again, I just go Swampert here on the Diancie, as it's pretty free for me to come in here. Even if he does get the boost, I can one-shot him. So I just Earthquake here. Does some good damage to the Ferrothorn. And as you can see, if I had Superpower with Expert Belt and I'd Earthquaked him, we could have possibly killed this Ferrothorn right there. But that of course didn't happen. And he gets to protect here because I switched. And right here I'm just fighting to get this thing out of the way. It's pretty miserable just watching this because there's nothing I could do during this battle. I had nothing else on my team. This was the one mon I didn't want to see. And he gets his rocks up.
If he had landed that Leech Seed, that would have been good for him.
Yeah. And here I waste my Z move. I was expecting him to save it honestly, but he didn't, so I just go on my own Ferrothorn, expecting him to try to hit me with something, or Leech Seed again. So he didn't sack at that time, and I just see what he has here. He goes for Toxic here. That's kind of not what I expected at the time, and I think, yeah, I went for Thunder Wave. I had Thunder Wave on this Ferrothorn for a lot of speedy mods like Greninja that could potentially fuck me up. And get my rain back up here. He goes ahead and poisons me. It's not really the biggest thing in the world. Just want to get the rocks out of the way. I think I U-turn here. Yeah. Even if he did kill me there, it wouldn't have mattered too much since I have Klefki in the back, and I could still get up my rain against Diancie, so. Which was what I was trying to opt to do this whole time. And I get that early kill on the Diancie. I have no idea why he went into that thing when he could have just sacked his Pharaoh. So I get a Hydro Pump off here on the Mimikyu. He goes for the Play Rough. I was just taking blind shots in the dark. I had no idea that I lived that or what his spread was, so I just went for that. I assumed he would miss it or something, and I would somehow live. So I was just throwing it all out there. And I somehow lived this too.
Mimikyu's attack is not even that good.
It's pretty high. It's pretty annoying. Right here I just get the or the Earthquake here. He gets the Shadow. The Shadow Sneak does nothing to my Swampert. So. And I could have gone Klefki and sacked him, but I felt I could probably get my rain up against something else once again. Well, the only two things would be Ferrothorn and Tran, of course. And right here I was just sitting here like, there's nothing you can do against me, buddy. I got knockoff, I can get rid of your leftovers, and you can just kill yourself here. And he gets his rocks up, doesn't really hurt me too bad. It kills my Kingdra at this point. So, this is a major thing. Yeah, because my Pelipper still lives. That's what it killed, yeah. I wasn't looking there. So here I'm just getting my rain up, I think. Yeah. So that's pretty much game here. There's nothing really you can do. Except
stall.
Go for a double protect with both Pharaoh and Heatran, which he doesn't do. I don't know why he didn't try and do that, but... And he ends up going Greninja here, which is kind of odd since I'm pretty sure he has Protect on the Tran too. And he just sacks his Tran and then sacks his Greninja just by this. So pretty bad play on his part on this one. And right here, he only gets the 2 Water Shurikens there. Pretty unfortunate. So now that I'm looking at this, honestly, the hacks were more in my favor, but we'll see about this third match coming up. So on the third match, 3, 2, 1, start. So he leads his Ferrothorn, and I leave my Pelipper again. I'm done being the predicting one at the start of the match. So I Hurricane again on the Ferrothorn, as he knows I'd stay in there. Right here, I just switch into Thundurus. And I was really hoping he'd hit himself there so he wouldn't get his rocks up. But as you'll see in this match, he really figured out my weakness and how badly Ferrothorn just fists my team here. As he'll take down 60% of my team with just Ferrothorn. So this match is a little bit longer. He goes for HP Fire on my Ferrothorn in the rain, doesn't really mean anything to me. But of course I can't do anything back anyways, unfortunately. If I had Gyro Ball, I would have been in a much better position this whole set. And I knew that Ferrothorn would be a problem for this team. I probably should have slapped Hammer Arm or Power Punch on my Swampert, but I didn't think to do that. Or I just assumed I wouldn't need it because of Superpower, but I didn't calc the difference between Expert Belt and Flying Rumsey. So, put me in a bad position. So he's just gonna whittle me down for the rest of the match here. And about the only thing I could do here was just hope that I could get a superpower off switch into something and then come back and have the rocks gone, but that wasn't gonna happen at this rate. And he can just sit here on me, pretty much, just Leech Seed.
Crit.
It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, he's just gonna protect it all back up anyway.
Yeah. And he honestly could have just swapped to Lando at any time that he wanted. And I just go Kingdra, just hoping that I could get something off. At this point I really needed crits of any kind on anything. Right here I get to break the disguise, luckily. That would have been horrible if I missed there. And of course I was in range because of rocks that I would die to play rough, so I switched immediately, and I have my eject button still, so I used that to get a free switch into Pelipper. But as you can see, Shadow Sneak kills me at this range. Or Shadow Claw because he outspeeds you. I was dead either way, so I wasn't able to get rid of the rocks, and that is a pain for my team. Right here I get rid of the
Could have protected there.
Yeah.
Should have.
And I don't think the whole set he figured out that Prankster can't affect dark types. I don't think he figured that out the whole time. He may figure out like the last few turns, I don't remember. But I remember having that in the back and I was like, it sucked because he didn't, it sucked because I knew that it wasn't possible, but it also sucked that he didn't know, so he'd leave him out longer. So that, yeah, there was nothing I could do. And right here he just pretty much finishes me off. I think he does go for Water Shuriken on the clef key. I don't remember exactly. And right here, oh yeah, he stays in with his Dancey as I get up my rain dance. So this is where I could have came back. This is my only chance right here. And it's pretty scary. Right here he's just trying to fish for the defense raise. Because he knows that I want to kill myself here. But the sad thing is, because of that rock damage that I took the whole game, plus rain, priority Water Shuriken, of course, is going to take me out. So there was nothing really I could do. Right here, I'm just going to die. Now I'm going to have to sack my clef key because I didn't die soon enough. Because he was going for boosts. Right there I just went for Magnet Raise just to get another turn. Left for rain because I wasn't Damp Rock, of course. And then rain comes out, or Swampert comes out, and I get one more kill, and that's the game. So yeah, that's it for this set. It was a pretty good set against Dan. I enjoyed it the whole time, even though it was a pain with the Ferrothorn, and it really sucked to be thrown out of the tournament that quick. But things happen.
Having Gyro Ball on your Ferrothorn would have mattered a lot, and maybe teching Aqua Jet on Swampert.
Wait, what?
Having Aqua Jet on your Swampert and Gyro Ball on Ferrothorn.
Swampert doesn't get Aqua Jet, but
yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Well, that's gonna be in the end of the video. Links will be in the description for Twox.
Sure, it does.
You'll see you around. Deuces.